The biggest difference between the legacy tools and the design and as-built tool is the paradigm with which we assess the tools. So previously with the legacy tools, the paradigm was very much a detail-focused, detail-oriented assessment, where you would look at every single piece of documentation and every detail within that being correct before you could say that it had complied. And with the design and as-built tool, the new paradigm is zooming back a little bit from that to really look at the bigger picture, and the question that assessors are asking themselves in that process is, has this project shown me documentation that can verify that they have met the aim of this credit? It's a very significant difference, and I think the outcome is better for sustainability, and it's better for projects, and it's better for assessors as well.
In terms of putting together a submission for a design and as-built, the process is a lot easier, a lot more streamlined. The focus has moved from providing very specific requirements for evidence to allowing the design team to really choose the way that they want to demonstrate that they have met the intent of the credit. So the documentation doesn't necessarily get any onerous, it's just less reports specifically for Green Star and more about using what you already have to prove that your design meets the benchmarks. With template reports, when they're used properly, they can be really useful, prompt you to make sure that you have actually considered all angles of the credit and that your design solution is going to work. I'm also a Green Star assessor, and over the past 7 or 8 years I've assessed over 70 projects. From an assessment side, the Green Star design as-built promises to be a bit of a benefit as well. The submission templates make my job easier in finding what I need to see and understanding how the design team have met the intent of the credit. And also with a bit more flexibility in terms of documentation, you actually get to see really what the design is trying to do, rather than having documents which are generated specifically to answer Green Star questions and maybe don't necessarily reflect the design in how it's actually being put together.
My one piece of advice to industry with regards to Green Star design and as-built would be to just get stuck into it and really understand the new features and the new processes that have been introduced with the rating tool. There is a lot of, I guess, outdated views in industry associated with some of the legacy tools around the process and the documentation aspects of Green Star and maybe some of the prescriptiveness of it. And what we've found at Process Property Australia is that a lot of those barriers and concerns have been addressed. And so people need to just get into it to understand and not make assumptions based on those legacy tools and issues.
The certification process was faster, easier and much more interactive than the use of the previous legacy tools. We really did feel that we were working in partnership with the Green Building Council to get to the rating that was required. This is something that the Green Building Council has been working on really as an integrated part of the new tool development. So there were lots of questions and answers. The speed of assessment was significantly shorter than the legacy tools. And also the feedback and the kind of feedback that we received from the assessment panel was better. So it set us up in good stead for targeting the as-built. We did feel that the assessors were also part of the team.